You know, it's kind of funny it feels funny to think this and say this out loud, especially on a recording. But in some ways, I kind of agree with Antifa. Maybe not BLM a whole lot, but it kind of makes sense to me what they're after. They might be a little extreme, but I kind of get it.
And the only reason that they're doing that is because they can get away with it.
Yes.
So there's that. So you can't our side cannot be like Antifa because we will
can't.
immediately be shut down and thrown as we should, because we're not going to go out there and destroy businesses.
We would literally be burned like the Jews, and
absolutely.
And don't tell me not to say that, because when it happens, I will be the one saying I told you so.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. Is they are trying to make people subservient, and now you have to be able to identify your enemy.
Yeah.
And back in Germany, they made Jews wear armbands. Now, they didn't start off that way. They slowly propagandized, said that they were bad. They did all this. They owned the banks. They had the power, kind of like they're saying the white people have all the power here. Yeah. And they said that everything's going wrong in our countries because of these Jews. Everything that's going wrong in this country is because of these radical, racist white people.
Now we're hitting Gina Carrero's territory.
Exactly. Now, instead of putting armbands on people to signify who's the enemy, the other side is going to voluntarily wear a mask to signal what side they're on. And the people that love freedom and they're on the other side are not going to wear a mask. So they have accomplished the same exact thing.
So the bad people aren't going to be wearing.
Exactly. The quote-unquote bad people that they're trying to make bad are they're going to be the ones that don't wear a mask. The ones that will go into a restaurant and sit down and eat food. It'll be very easy to identify for the people on the left who they need to target.
And it is obviously symbolic. I mean, there's no doubt about that in my mind. People with a mask on running up to somebody in a store without a mask to get in their face, yell at them to put a mask on.
While weighing 400 pounds and, sweating profusely and having diabetes.
You're obviously not afraid of getting sick if you're in my face.
Exactly. And now this is also going to be used as an excuse for anything they don't want to do. Like I just assumed that the fireworks show in Roseburg's canceled.
Yeah.
Somebody explain that. While we can go right now into Walmart, we can go into the Dollar General down here and walk in and buy soda, we can buy sparklers, but a big event where people can socially distance outside, because you can't do fireworks inside of a stadium.
We can sit in a box up in the air, side by side.
Exactly. We can go everywhere. We spread out. We can see fireworks from so far away. Why do you need to cancel that?
Yeah.
Oh, because that celebrates the United States.
Oh, wow.
That celebrates the birth of our country.
Did we not have the 4th of July last year?
No, and if you teach kids to hate your country, we're in April now, and if you teach your kids to hate your country, and then the time when it's to celebrate your country, they just don't do it, these young kids are not going to have this concept in their head anymore that America is something worth celebrating.
Right.
And that is going to destroy us. Because if you don't love your country, if you don't like your house, if you don't like your car, you treat it like crap.
Yep.
And what happens to things that you treat like crap? They become crap. What are we seeing right now in our country? People are just using our systems against us. All these apparatuses that we have built up. Some of our people made YouTube. Some of our people made Twitter, and we were the most interesting things, people and personalities that were on there, and now they got rid of it all.
Yeah.
Because they can't stand the truth, because their argument cannot stand up to any kind of debate, so you have to get rid of the other side. And now we try to speak out against it, and they just shut us off.
So now that we've covered
everything with the ADD rant on everything we can possibly.
You're going to love this guy. He's very knowledgeable, but he also has ADD, so we're going to skip all over the place. And I really do love that. So now that we've kind of skimmed over the top of most of the political crap that's going on in
each future episode, we're going to take one thing and delve into that and not kind of go off. A lot of this stuff, when you hear us talk about it, go and do your own research. Yes. Don't listen to us at all. We're a couple of rednecks who live in the country who are pissed off, and we're putting up a GoPro and a microphone, and we're screaming incoherently into a camera.
Try to pick and pry some stuff out of this.
Exactly. So go and do your own research.
So all this political garbage going on, and people hating the country, and people hating themselves, and people losing their identity, and people losing their morals. It's up to you to teach your kids to love themselves, to love their family, to love their friends, to love the people, and to love their country.
And thy neighbor.
And yeah, exactly. Love thy neighbor. I love all my neighbors here, and I am really lucky that they love me back. Some of us have different opinions. The neighbors across the street might lean a little left. The guy down the road, believe it or not, is a flat earther. We should have him in here sometime.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I've never met a flat earther. I would love just to see how they think.
And to tell you the honest truth, I love talking with him, and I don't hate him. I don't care what he believes.
Exactly.
I love talking with him. I love hearing his opinions.
You don't judge people by the intrinsic characteristics that they're born with, because they can't help that. And you can't judge people, well, you can, I guess, on their opinions. But when it comes to political opinions and their favorite color and their favorite flavor of ice cream, that doesn't matter. You don't concentrate on the things that you disagree on. You concentrate on the things that you agree on in the pursuit of making a better community. So we can't control what happens in Minnesota and New York and everything back east, but right here in our backyard, we can control that, and we can make our own community safe and a great, prosperous place, and where everybody has freedom and liberty, and everybody's treated equal, no matter what sex, gender, race, color, creed that you subscribe to. Yeah. We're all in this community. We're all going down the same road together. We might have disagreements, but that's fine. But we're not going to hate each other.
Right.
We're not going to be at each other's throats. We're not going to be suspicious of other people, thinking that they're racist, thinking that they harbor bad intentions, because that's just not the case. We should not listen to the people in charge. Listen to yourself. Listen to listen and judge for things that you see with your own eyes.
That's right.
Don't listen to other people's, especially our opinions.
And if
make it up on your own.
And something I found out, if you do hear something from somebody in charge, always question it. And if you have any doubt whatsoever, or if any of your friends say anything otherwise from what you heard from the person in charge, try to look it up. Try to look up the video of what was really said, and just...
And no, the people that are in charge are not your friends.
No,
they don't like you. You should not become fanboys of them and follow them on Twitter and praise them and go out and defend them. They should always be ridiculed.
Right.
They should always be under scrutiny. Yeah. Everything that they say, if it's yes, no, left or right, you should always attack it and say, explain yourself. Why did you say that? Why do you think this?
Right.
Don't just say, oh, President Biden wants this. It's the greatest thing ever. Say, no. Why do you want to do this? What's the reasoning behind this?
Yes.
Well, I've heard this. I've heard a counterpoint of view. No matter who it is, even if Trump gets back into office in 2024, if he wants to do something, we're going to find out. You saw how Republicans weren't all with him, because we are the only honest people. We will debate ourselves. We will fight with ourselves to make ourselves better, whereas the hive mind, the people that all group together their collective thoughts and move in a blob in one direction is absolutely dangerous.
Exactly.
And you're seeing it right now.
Like we said before, we're going to concentrate on schools and kids to start off our shows with. And if you heard anything in this episode that you want us to tackle, go a little bit deeper on, chat away. We're here to talk with you as we're talking with each other. Him and I might not have the same exact views on everything, but we're here talking.
We're going to be honest.
And the rumor is we might even have a phone call with a senator at some point.
That would be great.
So get some questions in there. I posted on social media, I'm going to ask some questions to the senator, and if you have any questions, what would you ask? And there's a lot of not so great questions, like, why is your shoved up so far up your... Well, I don't want to ask him that.
Yeah.
This is a nice guy. I don't really want to ask him that.
Trying to further the conversation.
Can we rephrase that?
Exactly. We want to know what they're going to do. What are their plans? Right. If we give them this power over us, what are they going to do with it?
What are their plans? What does it look like from their angle? They're in this. What does it look like to be a senator in the middle of all this going on? I mean, so give us questions to ask this senator.
It'll be a local senator, an Oregon senator, so it'll be Oregon-specific questions to all of our friends that are maybe listening from a different state or from a different country. So it's going to be the local, because we want to concentrate on the local things that we can have a direct effect on our lives, because the people in Washington are not going to affect our lives as much as the local people, and that's
Right.
what we're going to concentrate on.
All
And
right.
then we're going to come back, and I'm going to tell you about my experiences in China and how all of the things that are happening now in this country
Yes.
are happening because, in one way or another, because of China.
Yes.
Either by China directly enforcing it, giving money, or controlling the people that control the powers of the levers of power in this country.
Yeah. So